Good evening, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of Margdarshika, a unique initiative to guide the newly qualified chartered accountants to carry on with their professional as well as personal lives. Uh, this is the fourth episode, and we already had a episode and discussion on direct taxes, indirect taxes, and also on other professional courses which this eligible CA aspirants, this newly qualified chartered accountants have an option with themselves to pursue, right? So as I said earlier, Ahmedabad branch has been a step ahead to help the students, help its students and the members of the Institute of Ahmedabad branch. So now I would like to request all of you to rise for ICI motto.
य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति य एष सुप्तेषु जाग्रति कामं 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 कामपुरुषो पुरुषो निर्विमाणः निर्विमाणः तदेव शुक्रं तदेव शुक्रदब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मा तदेवामृतमुच्यते तस्मिन् लोकः शतः सर्वे तदूनात्यपि कश्चन एतद्द्वैता 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 एतद्द्वैता
And if I talk about Ahmedabad branch, there comes a name, an epitome of inspiration, a leader, CA Fenil Shah sir, the chairman of the branch. So I would like to request CA Fenil Shah sir to please address the students and please grace them by his words.
Hi friends, on behalf of Ahmedabad branch of WRC of ICEI, it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome the speaker who is going to be the mentor to guide us. Also, Mr. Jaiprakash Motwani, Vice Chairman of Vikasa Ahmedabad, and other coordinators who actively played a very pivotal role in managing this mentoring series named Margdarshika. Friends, at the outset, I would like to congratulate you all on clearing your Chartered Accountancy examination. And now you are from a CA student, now you are a CA member. And I'm very happy to see all of you CA students entering a profession as a CA member. And also, I'm very happy that we felicitated you soon after your examination in order to be a part in your celebration as becoming a chartered accountant. But friends, our journey, your journey with branch does not just end by celebrating the success, but the helping hand of branch is always there to guide you whenever needed. And when I met you all during this felicitation function, you all were asking various questions. That is, sir, whether we should go for job or we go for practice. If we go for job, sir, whether we should go in CA firm or we go into an industry. Sir, if we go in CA firm, whether we should go in a CA firm who is into domestic practice or we should go in big fours. So all this plenty of questions were there. If you were to venture into practice, whether to venture into indirect tax, into direct tax, which are the opportunities in the times to come. So all this plethora of questions were there. And at that point of time, if you remember, I told that we will have a mentoring series. And yes, friends, this is the time has came where you are virtually going to attend various mentoring sessions. And I am confident that it is going to help you to decide the right course for your CA profession to come in the future times. Friends, we have so learned mentor speakers with us that they will guide you from A to Z in a brief so that you get an overview and then you can dive more into that. And apart from that, friends, I can say that ultimately the mentors are going to guide you that in whichever field you want to go, how you enter, how you make your entry in that particular field. Then for a time you enter, you try to survive in that field, and then later on strategies by which you can grow in that particular field. And also we are going to have sessions like, if I want to pursue for IIM after CA, what to be done? Are there any professional degrees, domestic and overseas, which I can do after becoming a CA so that it gives me an edge when I compare to my other chartered accountant friends? So this is the ultimate purpose of this Margdarshika mentoring series, and I hope that it turns out to be a fruitful asset you invest in watching this video. I hope that this video, the mentoring given by respected learned members and faculties, turn out to be a ray of hope and clarity in the darkness of doubts to come. I wish you best of luck, and again I congratulate on clearing your chartered accountancy examination, and God bless you all, and may success be a journey and not just a destination. God bless you.
Thank you, Fenil sir, as you mentioned, and I would also like to acknowledge that for the first time in the history of Ahmedabad branch of ICI, under the leadership of Fenil Shah sir, we have organized a felicitation ceremony for the newly qualified chartered accountants, and this program is a trail to that, and this is only focused on clearing the doubts, the confusions, the queries of newly qualified chartered accountants about their present situation and their future situations. This episode is mainly focused on the topic which is most discussed in CA curriculum. मेरे पास जब मैंने सी स्टार्ट किया, इनफैक्ट शायद मेरे साथ नहीं, बाकी जिन जिन लोगों ने कॉमर्स में जब एंट्री ली होगी, जब 11th कॉमर्स में एडमिशन लिया होगा, तब उनके दिमाग में दो ही ख्याल आते हैं कि दो ही ऐसे कोर्स है कॉमर्स में, एक होता है सीए, एक होता है एमबीए। तो मेनली ये दो ऑप्शंस रहते हैं, मेनली ये दो ड्रीम्स रहते हैं कॉमर्स स्टूडेंट्स के कि कहीं ना कहीं जिंदगी में इस चीज को तो हासिल करना ही है। तो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंसी की बात आती है तो हम सब लोग आज ऐसे लोगों से डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, ऐसे लोग से बात कर रहे हैं जिन्होंने ऑलरेडी ये माइलस्टोन अचीव कर लिया है, जो ऑलरेडी आज एक स्टूडेंट से एक चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बन चुके हैं। और अब बात रहती है एमबीए की, और एमबीए की जब बात आती है तब सबसे पहले जिक्र होता है आईआईएम्स का। हम सब चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट स्टूडेंट्स ने कितनी बार क्लासेस में डिस्कशंस किए होंगे कि मुझे आईआईएम में जाना है या एमबीए करना है, कैसे करना है। वी ऑल नो एक चीज होती है, हमारे पास गोल तो होता है बट उस गोल को अचीव करने का पाथ नहीं होता, वो प्रोसीजर हमें पता नहीं होती कभी कभार। तो बस इन्हीं सारे कंफ्यूजन्स, इन्हीं सारे जो क्वेरीज है, जो चीजें हैं जो हमें नहीं पता, उन सबको सॉर्ट करने के लिए एक सीरीज, मेंटरिंग सीरीज मार्गदर्शिका नामक चालू करी है अहमदाबाद ब्रांच ने। तो आज हमारे साथ है विशाल चितलांगिया। So I feel honored to introduce him. I'll start. Vishal Chitlangya is a chartered accountant who secured All India rank 40 in CA final and All India rank 38 in CA intermediate. Along with the CA studies, Vishal completed graduation and post-graduation from SMPIC, that is SM Patel Institute of Commerce in 2014 and 2016 respectively. Apart from studies, Vishal was also elected as Secretary of Ahmedabad branch of Vikasa for 2014 and 15, and along with being a secretary, he also secured rank. That is the thing. I need to mention it 2 times because it is damn necessary. And then he joined the PwC, one of the world's biggest Big 4 accounting and consulting firms in Mumbai, where he worked for 3 years. In November 2019, Vishal appeared for CAT and scored 99.9 percentile. That is even bigger. And he was selected for all leading IIMs, that is Bangalore, Indore, Lucknow, Kozhikode, and he decided to join IIM Bangalore for MBA in July 2020. He is a business enthusiast and has a dream of starting his own company. Vishal sir, I hope you very soon start your own company, And I also wish a best of luck to students. And I also hope that all their queries and doubts will be sorted out with you. Yes, and over to you, Vishal. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. So, thank you so much, Jay, for this kind introduction. And I always, before I start, I would like to thank Jay. And I see when Vikasa students or the Vikasa committee is excited to conduct all these sessions and take leadership, I feel always privileged, and I'm proud of the team as well. So, thank you, Jay, for this kind introduction. And also, I'll thank the chairman, CF Anisha, for taking this initiative, which is much needed, I feel, and also inviting me to share my experience. I hope I'll be able to do justice to it. Here I start. So, hello, everyone. And firstly, congratulations to all the newly qualified chartered accountants for becoming part of one of the most valued profession in the country, I must say. And I've realized the importance of being a CA more so after working and now while pursuing MBA. While while a layman may interchangeably use the word such as auditor or tax consultant with CA, but we know how wide our curriculum and our knowledge base is. It is not only limited to audit or tax. And we know even after pursuing CA, it is not limited to just conducting audits or consulting companies for tax matters. Our multifaceted knowledge, which we have in different fields, such as, let's say, to name a few, finance, where we study SFM in great detail, or let's say managerial finance and accounting, which includes costing as well. So this gives us an edge over other graduates in terms of in terms of business knowledge and skills, let's say. And also our 3 years of articleship experience, it unconsciously hone our people management and other problem solving skills. Now, for the ones who are keen on pursuing career in audit and tax, they should explore job opportunities and practice opportunities. This might be known to everyone, and it is what largely our profession follows. However, there might be many like me who would be keen in pursuing other roles, let's say entrepreneurship or doing management consulting, which is business consulting, like working with firms like McKinsey, BCG, Bain. These are the top 3 consulting firms in the world, similar to what we have Big Fours in audit and tax, or working in niche finance fields such as investment banking with firms like Goldman Sachs or JP Morgan or Citibank, Morgan Stanley, etc. And also, say, investment advisory or general management roles in big conglomerates such as Tata. It has its own program, which is Tata Administrative Services, or HUL has a leadership program. So these kind of roles are generally offered to MBAs only, that too from tier 1 MBA B schools only. And thus, pursuing MBA is a better path to such goals. If you have these goals that you want to pursue your career in other than audit and tax, then you might choose to pursue MBA. And when I say MBA, I mean MBA from top B schools only, such as IIMs, ISB, FMS, SPJ, and etc. Essentially, I'm hinting towards top 15, 20 colleges only. And why I say this is, primary reason is, in loose terms, as a CA, you are already qualified, and you would be overqualified for pursuing MBA from tier 2 colleges. Then it doesn't fit well in terms of your career aspirations as well. So if after CA you want to pursue MBA, you shall target tier 1 colleges only. Now, while I've briefly touched upon why MBA, from the perspective of career progression, I let me deep dive a little into what are the key benefits when you pursue MBA. So, after pursuing MBA, after 2 years of MBA, or let's say 1 year for a college like ISB, in India, we have only one college, which is ISB in Hyderabad and Mohali, which offers 1 year MBA program, while it has a criteria of minimum work ex of, I guess, 24 or 36 months before getting into MBA. So as I was talking about benefits of doing an MBA. So it gives you higher number of niche career options, which I mentioned earlier, which as a CA generally don't get. Even in core finance fields, even after CA, many people choose to pursue CFA, or they do CA plus MBA to go into core finance fields of, let's say, markets role, investment advisory, finance, investment banking, something like that. apart from career options, the learning experience which is there at the top B school is just amazing, and it is more valued. Because you are studying from the best professors of the country, even international professors are here, and you are studying with cream de la cream of the students from different backgrounds. When I say different backgrounds, you might be aware or not, but in a top B school or in any B school, we can say 70 to 75% of students are engineers. And people come here from different states, different experience, and different fields. So studying with them in such diverse environment is a different learning experience, I must say. And the third point being IIM or any equivalent college, it has a lifetime brand value attached to you and your profile. And it has immense value in terms of networking, in terms of exploring opportunities and exploiting opportunities. And it will not never leave you, I must say. You will be building a rich professional network, and which in today's world is very important. Whether you are searching for a job, whether you want to start your own company, you might need help from different kind of people. Let's say you might need help from a banker, from or maybe from a HR consultant, or from someone from a tech background, someone from marketing background. So after MBA, you have your own strong network, and you can anytime find these kind of people within network or through the network. So it has immense value. Not only your batch or your senior or junior, but with Alumni Connect also helps a lot. And all these colleges have rich alumni network who are in this MBA in this MBA studies since, let's say, 30 years, 40 years. For if I talk about IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, such kind of colleges. Also, apart from academic, non-academic learning is very important, I must say. We as a CAs have missed this experiential learning part because we had limited college life. And while we do not weigh its importance appropriately, it is extremely important, primarily in building core skills such as networking, communication, leadership, task management, etc. So these kind of skills help in an individual anywhere you go, whether you are running your own practice, you're running your own business, you are doing a job. Because as in when you grow up the ladder, it is not the core execution or the groundwork which you do, but it is more of how you manage your team, how you effectively are able to take out work from them. So all these kind of personality traits and key skills are important, and more important, I must say, as in when you grow in your career and in an organization wherever you're working. Also, in an MBA school, there are various clubs and societies which are there, and these there are different clubs. Let's say in IIM Bangalore, if I say specific, there is an business club, there is an entrepreneurship club, there is an art. There are different clubs which focus on art. Let's say dance, music, painting, etc. There's a social service club, there's a marketing club, there's this consulting club, different kind of clubs. And here you might want to try different kind of experiences. Let's say even if I don't want to pursue a core marketing career, I might join that club to to gain insights about the marketing arena, and I might benefit from, I mean, learning from people who are marketing enthusiasts. So participating in such club activities or even leading such clubs sharpen different kind of skills, and I mean benefits you in many ways by increasing your knowledge base as well. Uh, I mean, so this is not only in I can relate this part of my learning here with my CA journey as well, because like what Jay is doing right now, being part of Vikasa. So it always helps. Apart from academics, you are involved in such kind of activities where you are leading and where you are working for your own student mates, from handling queries, from ideating and thinking about different kind of activities and events to be organized, let's say academic or non-academic. So these kind of activities help you build your personality and profile as well. I'll talk about profile part later again. uh, I, Last 2 points I'll cover about benefits of joining an MBA or a B school is, uh, top B schools also have tie-up with top global universities, and going to a foreign university for one term, let's say 2 to 3 months, is again a once in a lifetime experience, which otherwise you would not get. Either you might have to pursue a full-time education, or then you might just go for 7 to 10 days. But staying in a different country, say for 2 to 3 months, studying with different professors, with different students, is again an experience which cannot be valued in objective terms. So these are the points. Lastly, 2 years of college and campus life is a different kind of fun as well and experience. I know we all miss this big time. So I've covered largely good enough pointers for positives of pursuing MBA. Now let me talk a little about the journey. I mean, what was the path to do MBA from let's say IIMs, for example. When I say IIMs, I also mean the other equivalent B schools. So, I mean, many might be aware that you might need to give the entrance exam, which is commonly termed as CAT, and you need to then clear different kind of interviews, group discussion, or other admission formalities. And while I'll not cover these part in detail, because I mean, either we can connect separately about this, or you might find enough content about this online right now. Right now, I won't cover in detail about the preparation part, but I'll cover one important aspect which is there and which is important for you all right now when you're just qualified as a CA and you are looking for jobs, or you're thinking and are a little confused about what to do. I mean, whether to go in practice, whether to join a mid-sized CA firm, whether to work for Big Four's industry, or study. So in terms of the goal of pursuing MBA, there are two options which are generally being followed. One is you work for a couple of years, 2 3 years, and then pursue MBA, or you pursue MBA directly immediately after CA qualification. So as a fresher, you are entering a B school. Both has its own pros and cons, I must say. I mean, for ones who are very clear about their career domain, let's say, if let's say I just give Jai's example, if he's very clear, let's say after qualification, that he wants to work in a management consulting firm, let's say McKinsey, BCG, or want to join top investment bank, you must say. So then pursuing MBA is a clear option, because you might not get jobs into these firms directly, or the roles which are being offered after pursuing MBA are, I mean, let's say in an investment banking front end role is not offered to a CA or a tier 2 MBA graduate. So it is offered only to tier 1 MBA graduates. So if you are very clear about such career domain, and if you are interested already in it, I would say, I mean, you must not spend 2 years working somewhere and then going to pursue MBA. You might choose to directly pursue MBA, where you might choose to write CAT immediately after CA qualification, or let's say even while, I mean, an attempt before your CA final, or whatever suits you according to your preparation. But there might be section amongst us who might not be very clear about the career path. I mean, even I was in that phase before. So then they might choose to do job for a couple of years, 2 to 3 years. I share my little experience here because I could relate to it clearly. What I did was, when I cleared CA, I mean, based on my articleship experience, or whatever I had subjects I had studied during IPCC and final, I was keen more on tax part. So I decided to, I mean, even my articleship were largely in tax only. And then I decided to join PwC, where I worked in corporate and international tax department in Mumbai office for 3 years, roughly 3 years. So that time I liked my work. Definitely, I had good amount of assignments, good amount of clients, big names. But then, when after 2 years, when I gave a thought whether I want to do, or I will be able to do this for, let's say, 10 15 years. So then an answer came, no, I don't want to do this for 10 15 years. And while working for different clients, I realized that I'm more keen on the business side of my projects, rather than only the tax side of the project. So then I try to focus and try to think peacefully. But also I spoke to different people, some seniors who are in profession for 8 10 years, or there are CAs who have already pursued MBA. So I spoke to them, MBA as a career option if I want to explore, or if I want to open up different career options for me. Then I decided to pursue MBA, and my journey followed by writing CAT, and I mean, scoring well and clearing interviews. And I mean, also, many might ask me, I mean, why did you do CA? Then you could have chosen doing MBA directly. But I must say, I've realized this, and objectively, I can say that being a CA in a B school and a top B school like IIM has a clear advantage. Right from the admissions to placements, you have an edge over the other students. As I said before, in B school, 70 to 75% of the students are engineers. So when there are only, let's say, 18 to 20 CAs in a batch of 400, which is like roughly 5%, obviously you are valued more because you bring diversity to the table, and you are qualified enough for because you have studied finance, you have studied accounting, you have studied, I mean, a bit of economics and other subjects, and which are being taught here. So you have an edge in terms of your knowledge, and even no other education. I mean, education gives you an 3 years of internship, full-time internship experience. So that is also you are unconsciously, unknowingly skilled while by working for 3 years. So CAs have an advantage in that say even in placements, companies have preference for CAs, finance companies for sure, but even consulting companies have preference for CAs over other students. So after admissions, you have an edge, and it is beneficial and it is in our favor. So that is helpful. What do I need to talk more? Okay, Jay had focused a bit that I mean, while we might know, okay, we want to do MBA, but then uh, how much are the efforts? Is it easy or difficult? So I'll briefly cover that part as well. I must say, it is not. I mean, it is not difficult. Obviously, it will require efforts when you want to be in the top 1 percentile of people who are writing CAT. Let's say out of 2 lakh people who are writing CAT, you find in top 1 percentile. Obviously, it needs efforts. So CAT as an entrance exam is an exam which can be cracked with 3 months of diligent efforts. I gave full 3 months by learning things, by writing different kind of different kind of exams and all. And I must not talk about the pressure handling part of the exams, because we, after writing CA, IPCC and final exams, I'm very sure that we are well ahead in terms of in comparison to other students of handling the exam pressure. Here the course is limited, but it tests your speed, it tests your logic and aptitude, because you need to also prepare and write your exam well in terms of choosing the right set of questions to be attempted and doing it right. So CAT is the first step where you need 4 months of resident efforts and you will be able to crack it. And then you need approximately 2 months for your interview prep and all. And apart from these two aspects, building a profile is very important uh, for admissions and also for placements thereafter. And when I say profile, it has four broader aspects. One is your academics. So academics should be very strong. I realized the importance of your 10th, 12th, and graduation scores when I was sitting for MBA interviews, because colleges, I mean, legit give scores to your 10th, 12th marks, and there are students who have scored well, let's say 99 percentile plus, but if your 10th or 12th scores are not so good, you do not get a call for interview. So that is important. I mean, while this is not to scare you, because I mean it is all done, but yeah, I mean this is just to give you an heads up that even graduation scores are important. So I mean, having a consistent academic profile is important. Then, in terms of academics, I'll just touch upon one point, that there are students who pursue even CFA. I mean, if you are ready to give too much efforts, then people do along with CA, or because a large part is covered in SFM as well. Or you might, if you are working after CA, then you might choose to pursue CFA afterwards. But CFA, I would suggest you should take efforts in only doing CFA when you are very sure that you want to go into finance field. So I mean, take up CFA only in that case where it is not mandatory, it is not even a prerequisite, but it just gives an edge over others in terms of your admissions and placements as well. This is academics part. Second is work experience. So in case you choose to work before pursuing your MBA, I would suggest you work with corporates, or let's say big fours, because there, I mean, whatever said and done, the brand of organization you worked with carries value on your CV. So because as such you are deciding to pursue MBA, then working with a mid-sized CA firm doesn't work much well in terms of your learning experience and even your building your profile. So you may choose to work with Big Four or in an industry in any corporate. Apart from work experience, two important aspects are positions of responsibilities. That is, what responsibilities you handled till now in your life, which might date back to even school, being a school captain, head boy, or in college being part of some clubs. Most important, being part because we have a large CA course, being part of the Vikasa team. Let's say here, even if you're not part of the core managing team, if you have volunteered or worked for some kind of events, make sure these things are documented and you have a rich experience from it, because these are the points which are valued in real terms for summer internships and maybe for placements as well. So these are important. uh, Apart from clubs and all, you might also choose to write different kind of articles, let's say for magazines, newsletters, which our institutes publishing or even your college is doing. So take up some extra efforts for building your profile apart from your academics. This will help you and also gives the opposite person a better view of who as a person you are and what are your different skills. And one more fourth bucket is extracurricular activities. So, I mean, being part of some kind of sports, art, or maybe some community work. So, keep doing some kind of work so that you have a balanced profile. You have a balanced profile, and it might help you later on as well. So these are the key points which I wanted to cover in terms of why MBA or after CA, and I covered broadly in terms of the career options which you get and career options which you want to choose. Then benefits of pursuing MBA. Then if you want to do MBA, what are the different paths before, I mean, doing as a fresher or working, and what are the paths to pursue MBA? So, I mean, obviously preparing for entrance and interviews, but apart from that, building a profile is also important, which you can focus on right now. So these are the points which I wanted to cover largely. I mean, Jay, if you are there and if you want anything specific to be covered, or I mean, if I missed some points, if you want me to talk about something important, I'm happy to talk about it. Or otherwise, I mean, otherwise also, if you have any queries, you might reach out to me on LinkedIn, and I'd be happy to help separately as well on specific case to case basis as well.
Yes, thank you, Vishal. You briefed it very well. In fact, someone still has queries or doubts or confusion. We'll be putting a Google link in the description box. So you put it in there, and we'll convey the same to Vishal, and we'll have that sorted. Right. And thank you so much, Vishal bhai, for taking such an amazing session. Now we do know our goal, and now we also do know our path to reach that goal. And also, I felt happy when you said that being in this students association plays an important role in getting admissions in IIMs or business schools. But I also felt low when you told grades of 10th and 12th matters a lot. So what has been done has been done.
Yeah, of
So
course.
now let's focus on the situation which are in our hands.
Yeah.
And yes, it was amazing to listen to you. You briefed it very well. The technicalities, the procedures, we were happy to listen. And one more thing, just you told that being a chartered accountant student in a B school, it is very well deserved. Like people look at you in a different aspect.
Definitely.
So it would be just like entering ASIA, entering in a B school would just be like Bahubali entering Mahishmati. So I hope every student gets his or her query and doubts sorted out. And this was it about business schools. And anything else you would like Vishal bhai to address? So please put it in the Google form. The link would be mentioned in description box. And thank you, Vishal, for coming among us and guiding this newly qualified chartered accountants. And I would now like to request Bishan Shah sir, to the secretary of the Ahmedabad branch of ICI, to present his vote of thanks.
Sir, we at Ahmedabad branch of WRC of ICI are very much thankful to you for sharing your views, experience, and sparing your valuable time in this mentorship program. I am pretty sure that members, especially new members, are much more benefited with your experience, and it will also be useful guide for members at large. So once again, on behalf of Ahmedabad branch, from bottom of my heart, sir, we are thankful to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bishan sir, for such kind words. And now we would like to take leave with your permission.